Hi everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Welcome to Now Experts Time channel. In this channel, we have ServiceNow related solutions, tips, tricks, and niche items from ServiceNow area. Those are all the things we have discussed in the following videos. So when you have a time, you just refer those videos to understand more ServiceNow related items. In the last two videos, we discussed about the developer transformation related series. The first video, it refers how to create the script, how the background script is supporting to strengthen your development skills. Those are all the things we have discussed in the video number 1, that means episode 1. And episode 2, we discussed about that variable definition, how we need to do in ServiceNow. So first, this overall viewers, if you have this clarity about this fundamental, when you are going to a ServiceNow related function usage, then it will be helpful and you can easily understand how to correlate this ServiceNow functions and normal functions, how we are writing that normal script, how we are mapping that normal script as a ServiceNow script. So those area you will get more familiarity. So that's the motto of this series. So today's discussion, we are going to discuss about this functions. So how to define the functions? So first, importance of the function, we need to understand it. What are all the reoccurring operations you want to use in the script? Those reoccurring operations you are storing in the function. So whenever you want that function, you can easily call and it will automatically execute. That is the motto here, number 1. And number 2 is, when you are writing your code with the help of function, whenever the problem is created, then automatically you can solve this problem with the help of functions. So easily troubleshoot if you are writing the code in the functions. So that's the main motto. And if you understand this function, then it will help you in ServiceNow layman language called script include and subflow related activity. You can easily map it. Okay, so first, how to define the function, that is a matter, right? So when you want to write the function, you use the keyword called function and user defined name and open braces, close braces, and curly braces. So this is a syntax. So this one only, it is a user defined name. Remaining all are, it's a syntax. So inside this function, you can do your manipulations. Based on the manipulation, it automatically execute. So now I put a simple print message here. So welcome to Now Experts Time. So now this operation is clear. So this function is going to print only the message. This function also called as a zero parameter function. Zero parameter function. So now the function is defined, inside the operations also defined. Now you need to call this function. So you just put that function name and this open bracket and close bracket, that's all. So function is defined and this function is called. So remember one point, when you talk about the scripting, if you talk about C, C++, Java, .NET, whatever it is, the code is executing line by line. First execution is happening line number 1, second, 2, 3, like that. It will not execute 10, 3, 2. No, system doesn't know that info. So we need to instruct to the system. So when you are writing the code, system will execute line number 1, line number 2. After line number 2, we can instruct line number 3 we should go, or line number 11 it should go. That instruction we can define with the help of this function. So if you see here, line number 1 is display, it is called, function is called. So when this is called in the first line, then it will go for line number 3. Line number 2, nothing, it will work out. So first it will go and execute this line number 3, then it will come to the line number 2, because there is a connection with line number 1 and line number 3, because this line number 3 is called in line number 1. That's the message. So if you execute this script, what it will do, it will execute a message called welcome to net. So it is working what we expected. Next, if you put one variable, now I'm just putting a definition. So variable x equal to 10. So now I'm converting this 0 parameter function as a 1 parameter function. So I'm just putting that variable called ax inside this display function. So when I enter this function here, so if you call this parameter, by default automatically execute. So I'm just calling this x. So now you just run the script, the x10 value, it will populate here. You can see it, right? Okay, so this is a 1 parameter function. I put another function display 2. Here also I put a operation as print message. Second function, that's all. If I run, what is the output? It will show the same output. It will show because this display 2 function is not called. So I'm just executing now, same result. So where I need to call, where it is required, you need to call here. So I put it here, line number 3. I'm just put it here. Now execute, it will show the answer, correct? So next thing is, here I put a one variable x equal to 100. Now I call that x. I remove this function. Now it will show 100. It's a 0 parameter, but inside you defined a variable. So here function inside variable name is same, function outside the variable name is same. As per the current result x equal to 100, it is showing the result as 100, and you can see the result as 100 here. So if you want to print instead of 100 as 10, how we can do it? You need to call the same variable inside the function. How we can do it? Very simple. We need to define we need to write the keyword called this. So this dot x, then what it is representing, this dot x, it is representing the global variable. This is a local variable. So when you are defining this dot x or this dot that variable, we consider as a global variable. You can call that global variable inside the function and outside the function. But remember one point, you need to use that syntax called this dot variable name. So this will give you more clarity. One variable, it having a same name but in a different area. You want to differentiate and give that instruction to the system means, then you need to define that variable with this keyword. This is a syntax. This is a supporting to instruct to the system as well. So here I put variable x, I'm putting variable y equal to 2. Just put some manipulations here. I am passing the variable x comma y. X comma y. The same, I just put it here, x comma y. I remove this dot x and I just put a comment here. Now I put x plus y. I'm just running the script. It is calculating. And remember one point, here two plus symbol are used. First plus symbol, this is supporting to summation of these two variables. Same second second plus symbol, it is supporting for your concatenation. So normally in the programming language, the plus symbol, it's a overloading operator. That means this plus symbol can perform two activity, not one activity. Concatenation also performing and also summation, both are performing. So if you refer my video, I have already explained the plus symbol, why we call it as a concatenation operator here. So it is performing simple summation, subtraction, multiplication, division, etc. So what are all the operations you want to perform, you perform it. So why we are doing this type of activity, I'm just giving that fundamental of this script, but actually we are not going to perform this plus minus star dividend. Instead of that, we are going to insert update in the table. That is a major focus. But before going to this, get an idea with this simple script, so you will get more focus, more confident when you are writing the script. So I hope this is clear. So in this area, what we have covered is function, 0 parameter function, 1 parameter function, 2 parameter function, how we can define it, how to call the function. In case if you are performing some operations inside the function, how to do it. And if you are defining variable, how to do it. If you are defining the variable name inside the function is same, outside the function also same, how to differentiate and give the instruction to the system, that is also we have seen. That's what we call it as this dot keyword. So again, I put here this dot x, I change it here, this dot x. Now run it. You can see this dot x, it shows 10 and this is showing as 5. So this is a way normally we will call it as. So here also we just added this dot x. Here you just call this dot x. Run. Okay, remove it, not required, because by default it is coming here. This x, yes. So I hope this is having a clarity, because this x, it's already having the value, it's inside the function, we already populating that value here. But in this function there is no x value defined, or there is no parameter defined inside the function, but it is printing the value because of this dot x. This keyword is supporting here. So I hope you enjoyed this session. You got a little clarity how it is executing in the function side. Stay tuned and subscribe this channel for more videos and continuous episodes. Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. Good day and goodbye.